Hello everyone, my name is MLPucks, and today I'm bringing you guys another Grand Theft Auto 5 video. Now this video is the first of a series of videos. It's going to be under the category the Coupe World Cup because this is the second round of the Coupe World Cup. And you're probably wondering where the first round is. Well, I could not participate in that because I was with my girlfriend in town. Well, we were going into town. My girlfriend wasn't in town. She's always in town. Anyway. So yeah, right now you're just watching my qualifying lap to put me into 5th place. It was actually a pretty clean lap. I've had faster ones, but that's been in other cars though. But I was very happy with this lap because yeah, why not? Anyway, this video is gonna be a bit of a longer one because there's a lot of interesting battles in it and a couple interesting overtakes and some chokes from me. But the end result I was actually pretty happy with. So yeah. So once this lap is over, I will give you the rundown of the places for qualifying. And yeah. So as you can tell right there, if I didn't make that mistake, I probably would have had a better qualifying lap, but the person below me was I think at a 114.6, and the person below me who was Waddy had a 114.2 or something. So yeah. But overall, or no, 115. Overall, I was very, very happy with my qualifying lap, though. Again, we're going to see it right here. So, obviously, I believe Nemo was in first with a 114.3. And then, let's see. No, Amani was in first with a 114.2. Then, Nema. Then, FBI with a 114.8. Then, Wadi with a 115.5. And me with a 115.8. Or is that could be a 6. I'm not sure. I can't see from where I'm standing, or from where I'm sitting. But that runs out the top 5, and then I believe in 6th place it was either Cam or Voltaz. No, it was Cam, and then Voltaz in 7th. Let's see. Again, I don't have like a sheet or anything. Yeah, so again, Cam, Voltaz. No, Golb was in 6th. Cam, 7th. Voltaz, 8th. Then Dino 9th, I believe, 117. Then that Brad guy 10th, and then someone else joined us at the end of the race, or at the start of the race, so he was put in 11th. So we're gonna cut to the race right now. Okay, so now we're at the race. Yeah, sticky bombs go off. I got a pretty damn good start because I started straight on a bump, so I was able to get really high revs. If I was a bit ballsy, I probably could have taken Nema into that first corner, but I didn't want to, really. So I was like, alright, I'm just going to back off, chill. In 4th place, I'm already 1 ahead of my starting position, which is pretty good. For, well, first time really racing the Felon competitively, I always use the Zion. So, with that in mind, my pace was pretty good today. I may say so, but hey. You know. So, I'm keeping up right now. We're on halfway through the first lap, and I don't know. We're all just chilling, but I believe it's either this lap or the next lap. Something funny happens, and I actually get put into 3rd place. So, let's see. It is this lap. Yes, FBI chokes on the first lap, drives straight into the pole. Probably looking for a couple extra bumps over there on the grass. That's okay, though. So, I'm vaulted up into 3rd place, and I'm on the podium position, and I'm, like, happy. I'm like, whoa. But I do have Waddy behind me, and man, this guy's quick when he wants to be. In the final score sheet, his best lap was a 111.0. Mine was a 111.7. So he was 0.7 seconds faster than me every single, well, not every single lap, but pretty much most of the laps. But I was able to defend him with my amazing defending skills. No, I'm joking. But still, it's crazy. Anyway, so not the 2 guys are already pulling away because they were hitting like 110. So yeah, I was holding Waddy up pretty well in these first parts of the race. So I was pretty happy with my performance so far. Like, I didn't choke that much by myself. Like, it wasn't me who was doing the choking. It was, like, other people, and I was capitalizing from their mistakes. I mean, I did choke a couple of times, but that was because my car was actually heavily damaged from getting into other crashes and accidents on the way. But yeah, we're going to highlight those crashes and accidents later in the video when we come to them. So I'm pretty much going to be talking for another 15 minutes. So hope you guys enjoy it. So, again, they seem to pull away. However, Nope, they're still in a battle, but that Bradley guy, he makes a mistake on there, and I'm able to squeeze right around him. So is I don't think Waddy actually squeezed around him, but he went on the other side to the right. But that was kind of close. If I got caught up in an accident right there, that would not have been good. Oh, before we go on the rundown, this event is like a Felon versus Zion type thing. So I used Zion before, like in preseason practicing, but obviously now I had to use the Felon because that's what I qualified for. A bit unfortunate, but hey, it's whatever. I was still pretty fast in it. I mean, as you can tell, I'm holding up Waddy. That guy's really fast. He holds, I believe, the world record on Los Santos GP Classic. Not sure though. Again, not sure. You can check out his YouTube channel. I probably will link it below. If I don't Waddy, I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah. So I believe we're on the third lap. We gotta be here. He comes very, very close to an overtake. I was like, oh shit. So I gave him a lot of room on the inside, but I was able to keep it on the outside and hold him, keep my third position. Again, very, very intense battling on our parts. I really, really enjoyed it. I would totally do it again. Well, obviously I am doing another one next Friday, but hey. Right there I made a bit of a mistake, but he actually made a mistake himself too, so I was able to pull ahead on him. Yeah, we're now on the fourth lap. I believe in a couple laps time you're going to see our first accident. It's going to be in slow-mo for you guys, so you guys can see exactly what happened. So, yeah. So on this like first part of the track, I was actually gaining a lot of time. Like in qualifying, I had a pretty good run up on that first like twisty bit. I don't know how it was. I was just hitting it perfectly, and I was overtaking everybody because we were in non-contact, so it's easier to qualify. And I was just shooting through everybody, and I was really happy. But then I think later on my first flying lap, I completely screwed up on the chicane and I crashed. But hey, that's okay. I still got a pretty good qualifying lap in. I was not too like disappointed with myself. And yes, it could have been better, but I don't think I could have really done anything. Maybe a couple tenths, and the person ahead of me was 4 tenths, so I wouldn't have been able to really vault myself any higher. But yeah, like the only real practice I got with the Felon today was right before qualifying, actually, when I went on the track, did 16 laps with the Felon, hitting a 111, and I was very, very pleased with myself. So I was like, all right, I'm good. I don't need to really practice anymore. I hit a 111. I think I'm fine. My pace was there too. Even in the race, I was able to catch up to people, not to the leaders though, because again they were running 110s the entire time. So it's like, wow, they're really going fast, and me and Waddy are hitting 111. So I mean, yeah. Yes, it's actually next lap. Lap 6 is where the first incident occurs. And by the way, there's no mandatory pits. So yeah, if you get a crash, and there's 0 armor too. So if you get a crash, you're really gonna need to go into the pits, as you're gonna see from my point of view of what happens after I get into my 2 accidents. So yeah, it's coming up here on the start finish straight where the pit lane is. Quite interesting one in my opinion. It probably was a lag takeout, but Waddy waited, so I was pretty happy with it. So again, coming up on it on the almost to the last couple corners. I got a pretty poor run. He got a good run out of that. I'm not sure he got up side to side. No, that's later in the video. Yeah, but he got a pretty good run. And then I hit a fat man. That's pretty much what started it all. Me hitting that pedestrian. So he got a really good run out of me. And so I go for the curb boost line. Yeah, here it slows down. He taps me on the back. Probably a lag takeout in my opinion. And I go flying up. Good thing though that I didn't completely destroy his car. I mean, he went into the pits later, but it's still very interesting. So yeah, I go up in the air. We're up like that, and so yeah. I don't know why I'm still slow-moing it though, but it's gonna go back up to speed. So yeah, we're gonna cut to a later lap here in a second. He lets me through, so that's nice of him. But then he gets caught up in some more cars over there. Maybe he just slowed down or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, we're gonna cut to a later lap here in a second. Yep, not sure what lap this is. Oh, yep. Here's my second accident. The damage I was talking about, it caused my car to go up on 2 wheels on that corner. So FBI was able to pass me for that 4th position. And I'm like, all right, Waddy's right behind me, and more oversteer because again my car is heavily damaged. And you're gonna see it here too. I hit the curb a little bit, and I just go up on 2 wheels, and I really cannot do anything. Yeah, so there's Golub. He passes me. So does Wadi. So now I'm back into 6th position. And at this point, I'm like, oh, crap. This is not good. This is not how I wanted to turn out. I qualified 5th, and now I'm in 6th. So again, right there, more two-wheeling, as you guys can tell. But yeah, so I'm gonna pit in this lap. I do make a really stupid mistake on the pits. I just came flying into the pits not knowing that I should have braked beforehand, and with my car being heavily damaged, I couldn't really do anything, so I do end up crashing. I'm not going to show it, though. But right there, this is next lap, or a couple laps afterward. Golub made pretty much the same exact mistake that I did, and then Wadi just came out of the pits. See, if I didn't make that mistake, I would have been able to jump Wadi, but hey, what can you do? It made for a more interesting race anyway, so yeah. So now I think we're in the 9th or 10th lap. That's my guess. Yeah, probably around the 9th or 10th lap at this point. And I believe, yeah, Nema's now in 1st, Manny in 2nd, FBI in 3rd, Wadi in 4th, me in 5th, and I believe Golub in 6th. I'm not sure it was in 7th, 8th, 9th. I think I cut out the times when I did like the scoreboard on the screen. But right through that little like turn, I don't know what you want to call that sweeping right-hander, I was able to really get some time up. Just the way I took it, I would just let off and I'd turn around on the curb, hitting the apex and just accelerating out. Perfect, in my opinion. Right there, little bit of a mistake. Those things really screw you up though. But now we're gonna cut right onto lap 15. Yeah, this is very far down in the race when all the interesting stuff is happening. So here is Wadi's, I believe, one of his chokes. Yeah, here's one of his chokes. That was able for me to get back. But I choked myself because I'm like, oh crap, Wadi choked. So, yeah, I was thinking about it on the inside and I was like, nah. So I backed off. But I believe, yeah, here starts the couple lap battle between me and him. It was a quite interesting one. And unfortunately, I don't have any live reactions for you because my mic was muted. But that was okay because in Audacity, right, I have to up the volume because when I record my live or my post comms for this one, I have to use Audacity, and it's usually on 0, so you guys hear like absolutely no background noise. But I have to turn up to 50% volume on this, so I can so you guys can actually hear my voice pretty well. So if anything is, here's my first overtake on him. That was a pretty good one in my opinion. It vaults me up into 4th place. I was quite happy with that. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, so I have to use Audacity, and so you guys can hear me pretty well. But you know, what can you do? And I accidentally left it on 50, so the video would have been really, or my voice would have been really, really loud. So I was happy I muted the mic, but hey, what can you do, right? Anyway, I'm getting tired. He's still behind me. We're still in that battle. I'm pretty sure we pretty much go full out on this battle the last 5 laps of the race. So pretty damn intense. I was really defending hard. That one was close right there. And yeah, because again, he lives in Australia and I'm in the United States, East Coast, so we pretty much live on the opposite side of the globe. And no lag, and hopefully if that first takeout wasn't a lag takeout, that would be a pretty damn good race. Here, Wadi gets a damn good run on the inside, but I'm able to do a nice little cutback on him. He hits the wall on the outside, and then I'm able to secure, again, the 4th position on the 17th lap. So we got 4 ups remaining. Right here is one of my other mistakes because that pedestrian on the inside, I couldn't really take that curb line, so I had to let off. He was able to close the gap now. And we're going to cut later to another lap because I do actually make a mistake right on this chicane. I hit it too close, but that wasn't the part. Like, if I would have kept on going, I would have been fine, but me oversteering and hitting everything, you know, yeah. So we're going to cut later to the next lap. Things are winding down here. We pretty much got 2 laps remaining, 2 or 3 laps remaining. Here's his other mistake. I'm able to take him on the outside for that, again, that 4th position. We were just going back and forth on these. But as you can tell, my car is actually very heavily damaged, and I did not want to take a pit because that would have pretty much not let me compete for fourth or fifth place. Well, fourth place. That's what I'm aiming for. But that would not been able to let me compete for fourth place if I took that pit. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna stick it out till the end. And I mean, it didn't really work in my favor, unfortunately. But hey, what can you do, right? So in lap 19, we got 2 laps remaining, and this is where stuff goes to shit. Actually, yep. I don't know what happens, why I oversteer that much. I just oversteer, lose the tail end, and he's right on my ass again. Then right there, hit another bump. I'm oversteering. He's in 5th place. Manny takes the lead. So, again, them two, by the way, Manny and Nema, they were battling the entire race. So, pretty interesting race on their part. Pretty interesting race on my part. I had a lot of fun doing this. So, again, we're pretty much almost to the last lap, and I'm in 5th place, where I qualified, and I was not happy with that. I mean, I was very mad at myself for choking, and as you can see, more oversteer because my car is just screwed up. So then I pretty much ease off, and I just chill the rest of the last lap of the race. Again here, oh yeah. Well, yeah, again, I chilled for the last lap, and I ended up finishing in 5th place. Pretty good race on my part. A lot of good overtakes. A lot of good, you know, things, I guess, that you can say happened. And, yeah, I was very, very pleased with myself. And, yeah, I mean, nothing else really to say. They finished a whole, like, minute ahead of us. They were actually behind us almost on that second to last lap, and they were on their last lap. So, yeah, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. So now we're going to move on to the final race classification. Unfortunately, I do not have the points for this. I'm hopefully going to update you guys next week for the points, but as you can see, here are the race results. Nema in 1st, Manny in 2nd, FBI in 3rd, Wadi in 4th, myself in 5th, Golub in 6th, Methods of Mayhem in 7th, Voltaz in 9th, Dino in 10th, and I believe Cam is in there somewhere. He'd be an F'd. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe for more GTA content like this. I'll see you guys all later. Peace.